Look, tell me if this sounds familiar. You make a decent income, your friends think you're doing well, but at the end of every month, you're staring at your bank app wondering, where did all my money go? You promise yourself, next month I'll be disciplined. Next month comes, rent, food delivery, nights out, a little online shopping, and suddenly you're right back where you started. Here's the scary part. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you don't make enough. It's because your brain is quietly sabotaging your money. Today, we're going to talk about 7 psychological money traps that keep people poor. And if you recognize yourself in more than 3 of these, you'll want to watch until the end.
My name is Mentalidad de Inversor, and I spend way too much time thinking about money psychology. If you earn okay money but constantly feel behind, this channel is for you. Make sure you subscribe and like this video if it helps you. Most people don't need a more complicated budget. They need to understand what their brain is doing before the money ever leaves the account. So let's start by challenging one of the biggest money lies people believe. Here's the deal. Most people treat saving like dessert, only if there's room at the end. They pay bills, enjoy life, and hope something is left over at the end of the month. But when you see money sitting and checking, your brain sees possibilities, not future security.
It's truly surprising how many people live paycheck to paycheck, even with above average income.
Let's put numbers on this. Say you earn $3,000 a month after tax. You pay rent, food, transport, subscriptions, and kind of just wing the rest. By the end of the month, you've spent $29.50 and proudly transfer $50 into savings. You tell yourself, next month will be better, but nothing actually changes. Now, compare that to paying yourself first with an automatic $300 transfer. You only see $2,700 to spend, and your brain quietly adjusts. At a realistic average return of insert return, that habit alone turns into tens of thousands over 10 years. This is what most people don't realize. We spend what we see. If you don't pull money out first, your brain will happily give it to every fake emergency. So action step number 1, decide a fixed percentage and automate it every payday.
Here's where it gets interesting. Most people think a higher income will fix everything. But if you never fix the psychology, more money just gives your brain more ammo to destroy wealth. Insert stat about people with good income still living paycheck to paycheck. At 22, you live on $1,500 and somehow survive. By 30, you earn $3,000, but instead of saving more, everything quietly upgrades. New apartment, new car, nicer restaurants, and somehow you're still saving almost nothing. But if you locked your lifestyle and saved even half of each raise, everything changes. Saving $1,000 a month for 10 years puts you into serious 6-figure territory. This is what most people don't realize. Every raise is a chance to buy freedom, not just nicer stuff. Action step. For every raise, commit to saving at least 50% of that increase. Next trap, mental accounting. Your brain labels money differently even though every dollar is identical. A $1,000 bonus feels like fun money, while your paycheck feels serious and responsible. Insert stat about how fast most people blow tax refunds or bonuses. You get a $1,000 refund, call it free money, and it disappears into trips and gadgets. But that same $1,000 invested every year could be worth many thousands later. Your future self doesn't care where the money came from, only whether you kept it or spent it. So here's the move. Create a rule for every bonus, refund, or gift you receive. For example, 70% goes straight to investing or debt payoff, and 30% is pure fun. That way, your special money still feels fun now, but it also buys freedom later. Remember, every dollar is a worker. Don't let your bonuses be the workers that never show up.
Your brain is wired to care more about today than some distant future version of you. That's why saving for retirement feels boring compared to a trip you can post next week. This is why many people fall behind on long-term savings or retirement. Skipping $200 today doesn't feel like much, but over decades, it's a huge deal. Those early dollars are your most powerful soldiers in the compound interest army. Wait 5 or 10 years to start, and you lose entire battalions of those soldiers. Think of it like planting a tree. Plant it early, and you enjoy the shade much sooner.
So set a non-negotiable monthly amount, even if it's small, and treat it like rent. Now, maybe you're thinking, investing is risky. I don't want to lose money. Your brain feels the pain of losing $100 about twice as strongly as winning it. So you avoid good investments, but feel weirdly calm losing money on random spending. Here's the crazy part. Not investing is also a risk, a guaranteed loss to inflation. Spending $5,000 on stuff gives you a permanent loss. A diversified investment just has temporary swings. Start small, get used to the ups and downs, and train your brain to handle volatility. Humans are wired to compare ourselves with the people around us, especially with money. You see the new car, the luxury vacation, the upgraded apartment, and think, I should match that. Insert stat about social media, overspending, and financial stress. But you only see their lifestyle, not the loans, credit cards, and stress behind the scenes. On Instagram, the spender looks rich. On a net worth chart, the saver usually wins. So pick a couple of categories where you stop competing. Phones, cars, trips, whatever. You're not playing the look rich game anymore. You're playing the freedom game. The last trap might be the most dangerous. I'm just not good with money. Once you believe that, your brain starts working hard to make it true. But being good with money is not a talent. It's a set of small, learnable habits. You learn to drive, use a smartphone, do your job. You can learn this too. Start by saying, I'm becoming the kind of person who builds wealth on purpose. Then back it up with one tiny weekly habit, like checking your accounts every Sunday. These 7 traps don't feel dramatic day to day, but over decades, they quietly steal your wealth. The good news is you don't have to fix everything. Just start with 2 or 3 this year. Your future self 10 years from now is begging you to start today, not someday. If this helps, like the video, subscribe to Mentalidad de Inversor, and choose one trap to fix this month. Remember, you don't have to be a genius to get rich slowly. You just need your brain on your side.